What is going on? Drake here. This video, we're going to break down Victini VMAX. It is one of the best cars in standard format currently. Obviously, just released probably about a month ago in the Battle Styles set here. Now, you can see here, the reason why it's so effective is because it does have the move Max Victory, which allows you to do 220 damage to Pokemon V. So basically, any V or VMAX Pokemon, they're going to be dealt 220 damage. I mean, that's super good. That's a lot of damage, especially for only 2 energy. So I mean, if you're facing like a GX sort of obviously GX deck, like if they're running Mewtwo or like Execute or stuff like that, you know, more popular tag teams that you see. That's why we have the Reshiram Charizard here. Obviously, because we can do 230 still, 200. Obviously, outrage is very good as well. Obviously, in case they got a lot of damage on it, you can do a ton for only 2 energy. Then we obviously also have Heatran. It's basically a must-have in any sort of fire deck just because of hot burn here. You can obviously do a lot of damage very quickly if you need to. And then we still have Cramorant V, obviously to try to do some bench damage. And then Beat Catch comes in handy as well, just in case your hand's not very good and you need to try to get some more cards into your hand here. And then from there, the rest of it's pretty standard. We have 3 Jirachi, obviously, to look for supporters. We got 1 Mew, obviously, to protect your bench from Urshifu decks that you might face. And then just to get more cards in your hand, we got 2 Dedennes and 2 Crobats as well. And then in case you do go turn 2, or if you are facing a Decidueye deck, we have 2 Volcanions, so we can go ahead and play double and knock out Decidueyes in one shot with a Volcanion. Now, Eldegoss, obviously, just to get a supporter card from your discard back into your hand. Obviously, if it's late in the match, you need a boss's order or something like that, you can go ahead and grab that. And then here we have 11 energy, and then we are using 4 Welder, 4 Giant Hearths, and then we only have 2 bosses. We obviously have the 4 Scoop Up, so we can obviously reuse the Jirachis as much as possible, as well as reuse the Zigzagoons and lay extra damage. So like if you're playing a Pikarom and you're able to Flare Strike him with 230, you can go ahead and throw a Zigzagoon down and boom, he's dead, one shot. And then we do have 2 stamps, obviously if you need to mess up your opponent's hand late in the game, 4 Quick Ball, 3 Pokecoms, and then I added a Fan of Waves here. Obviously, if you're playing like a metal deck and they have their special energy, obviously to prevent the weakness, you can go ahead and flip that baby back into the opponent's deck, and then you can obviously lay double damage. And then 2 Fire Crystals in case we need to grab any sort of energy. I mean, we really shouldn't need to because we have 11 energy in the deck, but obviously just in case we need to, we have that option there. So yeah, this is the Victini VMAX deck that I made. We're going to go ahead and get into action. Getting into game number 1 here with Victini VMAX. Let's go ahead and see what we're going to face here. Hopefully we face a deck with a lot of Pokemon V, so I can really show you him in action. Obviously, if not, we can show you how we work around it with the deck here. So we have to use Zigzagoon right away. Our hand is not looking very good, to be honest. But let's see if we come back from it here. I came back from worse. I got a Corsola out there. I'm just going to go ahead and pass it back. Unfortunately, not much we can do. Hopefully we get something next turn here. Alright, so they got a Quick Ball. Let's see what they're playing here. These Corsola decks are usually pretty weird. So they got double Corsolas. Not sure why. They can only do 60 damage and then 3 damage onto the bench. Interesting. Maybe they're just assuming I might knock one out pretty quickly here and they want to have a second one. But let's see nonetheless. Okay, so Jirachi is good. I think they're putting Arctozolt in here. I'm expecting to see a Dedenne or Crobat, yeah. Okay, so there's 3 Pokemon Vs out here. So if we can just go ahead and get our Victini VMAX set up, we will be all set. Alright, so what we're going to do, put Jirachi in, we're going to scoop the Zigzagoon, obviously, and we're going to go ahead and lay damage. I think I'm just going to lay to him so I can one-shot him. So first off, we're going to Try to Stellar-Wish. Unfortunately, nothing there, so we're actually going to burn both cards. I was hoping to get a quick ball and then use one of the energies that way, but it didn't work that way. Okay, so we're going to burn a stamp. Get Victini VMAX into play here. Alright, so then now we're going to burn one of the Pokecoms. Reason why I like, obviously, only having the 2 energy as well, because, especially in this case, the deck I'm facing, there's potential to have, put a lot of damage, obviously, with, versus deck, obviously, because they are, banking on you having to put a lot of energy on your Pokemon. Alright, so, not a whole lot here. What I think we do is pass for now. Hopefully I'll get like a Hearth next turn or something here. I mean, regardless, we can get our Victini VMAX, but I obviously need one more energy in order to lay a lot of damage on this Corsola here. Oh, but they actually did hit the Crushing Hammer. That could be very annoying because now he's going to do, let's see, he's going to do 50 damage anytime I put an energy on. Only 40. I'm assuming he's going to lay 30 on Victini. Predictable. Knew that was going to happen. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and grab the VMAX. We do have both, so that is very good. Let's stick it on him here. Now, I think what I'm going to do, though, is try to grab this other Crobat and see if I can maybe just get both my energies in right away. And we also still have the Welder. Maybe we can grab another Scoop Up and lay some damage on this Corsola. Then we obviously have Charizard or potentially another Victini VMAX in the deck. Okay, so he obviously can't kill me. We do have the Hearth here for later. I'm going to scoop him out so he can't kill him. But I'm actually, just with this matchup, I don't think I'm going to need Heatran. Let me discard him. I can really use Outrage, really well with only 2 energy because he's putting 50 on him already. So let's go ahead and do 220 damage. This guy is going to die next turn. If I somehow just top deck like a Scoop Up or something, we can knock him out here. Okay, so he is going to... Got 3 energy on him. Okay, Wondrous Labyrinth, pretty smart. Alright, so now at this point, he can lay 50. Still can't kill me, but he can lay 50. I'm assuming he's going to put 30 on Charizard here. Maybe I'll top deck an energy. Cramorant. Obviously, we got 3 more Hearths left. I just want to know if I should put the energy on him or Welder, and then obviously hopefully try and get another fire energy so we can just knock him out with Outrage. I'm going to do that. That worked out here. We have so many cards, obviously, to bring back energies and stuff, so... Alright, so he can't kill me next turn either, so we'll swing him in, we'll Outrage, and I should be able to kill the other Corsola here, and then we're pretty much in the driver's seat at that point. I would have liked to get a Giant Hearth into play here again, but obviously it didn't work out here. But I have a boss, so I can try to kill this Corsola this next turn here. I wonder if they have some sort of turbo patch or something to obviously quickly attach to Corsola. This deck is annoying just because if they do get all 3 Arctozolts in play, that's 60 damage plus 30 damage every time you put an energy on. So obviously 3 energies, that's 270 damage just to get ready to attack. That's some pretty crazy damage for obviously just abilities. Right, so they do have another Arctozolt. Let's pray they don't have like a Marnie in their hand here. Pokemon gods, no Marnie. Pokemon gods, no Marnie. Alright, we said our prayers. Let's hope it is a scoop up. So he's going to obviously scoop out the Jirachi. He can't back him back out with the balloon. So we're going to kill him. I don't think I need to do anything else at this point. I think I just kill him and then I can boss the Crobat. We should be fine. I don't think there's a way we lose this matchup because there's no way that they can go ahead and obviously get another Pokemon set up in this turn to attack us. They'll need to draw like a stamp or Jirachi for a stamp or something to even have a potential of a chance. But we do have a Giant Hearth in hand too, so we're going to get rid of this Wondrous Labyrinth. Probably just going to switch in Victini just to get a knockout with Victini. They get the Marnie here, so now they kind of have a chance just based off the Marnie, because obviously we don't have boss at the moment, and our other boss is in the deck. So let's see if we can try to obviously still take this one, but okay, that could be bad. That could be troublesome. Good thing he didn't land it. Let's go. We should be alright. Alright, we're just going to win the game. We're going to scoop him out. We're going to go ahead and quick ball him away. Bring in our good old friend Eldegoss here. Bring good old boss orders into play here. Scoop the Crobat, and it is GG's in the chat. So you can see here, obviously, how effective that deck is. He obviously didn't want to stick around to take the L. He just went ahead and conceded. So yeah, this is the deck here. We're going to go ahead and get into another game. Getting into game number 2 here. Let's see if we get to go first. Also, let's see what we're going to face here. I'm going to actually go first this time, just because obviously if we can play the Victini VMAX, we can attack second turn. Alright, we do not get one initially, but we do have 2 quick balls, so that is great. We can burn one of the fire crystals, not really too important at this stage. Let's see what we're facing though. Okay, looks like we're facing some Mewtwo deck here. Alright. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to discard these energies for now. And they're playing Mewtwo. We're going to have to kind of skip the Victinis right now. I mean, that's not even that big of a deal because, I mean, at this point, and it's just kind of showing the versatility of the deck here, obviously, because you don't always have to rely on Victini. Obviously, use them when you can, and you still have the great options for Charizard and like Cramorant, like other attackers you can still use. We're going to bring that back just to discard it and keep our scoop up. Now we are going to Crobat here, get some more cards into play. Okay, now we are set up great for next turn. I'm just going to grab an energy or 2, get rid of 1 Hearth. Hopefully they don't have Chaotic Swell, but hopefully that didn't prompt them to Marnie either. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we can lay the Welder on, we can scoop the Volcanion away, and hopefully do some damage to this Mewtwo. The other thing I was thinking about adding to this deck, besides obviously the Mew, is Mimikyu, obviously just to have that option against these Mewtwo decks where they can't attack, obviously if you have Mimikyu on the bench. But let's see, got a Leon in here, a boss in the discard, research, Boltund. Now, Victini would be great for a Boltund, not going to lie. Regardless though, we can go ahead and lay some serious damage on this Mewtwo. Just good stuff all around. What I'm going to do, bring him out, I'm going to start another Charizard, put an energy on him, and then we're just going to simply double blaze this turn. Next turn we will be able to kill him with Flare Strike, and then we'll also get some more energy on this other Charizard. So things are looking pretty good right now for me. Obviously there's a lot of game left, a lot of things that he can do differently to obviously try to mess up my hand, and I mean, he clearly runs Crushing Hammers in this deck too, so let's see what he does. Yep, he's going to put Bolton in, obviously to get some energy into play. Tossing the Crobat, assumingly. Yep. Pretty predictable at that point, but obviously we're able to get rid of his bosses. He's gotten actually 2 bosses in the discard. Usually these decks only run 3 bosses, so that was definitely a good thing to happen there. Let's see what. See, I think this is the end of his turn, unless he's searching through his deck right now using the quick ball. You might have to just use 1 card with the Tapu Koko. Right, so Chaotic Swell. Even a Marshadow sounds nice, but I carry 4 Stadium, so I mean, shouldn't be too bad. Yeah. Going to lay 3 on him. Now we are going to get rid of the VMAX, get rid of the Volcanion, praying that we pull 1 energy here, and we do, so that is awesome. We're going to kill the Boltund. So you can see we're going to grab 2 prizes. We can boss next turn, unless he's got a Marnie or a stamp in his hand here, to obviously bring my hand total down more. Let's see here. I mean, if we kill this Mewtwo, we can just simply boss and kill the Crobat. Hopefully he lays damage on me. Otherwise, I gotta kind of back out or hope for like a switch or something. I won't be able to attack with Flare Strike next turn. But I'm not too totally worried about that, because I can Welder at the very least, get some more cards, maybe see if I can get a switch or something. But I mean, if he just does 150 damage, I knock him out next turn with Outrage, and then the following turn I can just boss. But he does have Tapu Koko there, so I'm assuming he's going to wait. Or he has 2 energy, so he should actually Tapu Koko now. Get 1 on each of these, here, the Raichu and the Pikachu. I think he's kind of, yeah, he is doing that. But I'm thinking he's kind of just seeing what options he has right here. Me, my options are pretty simple at this point. It's attack, attack, attack. So we're going to obviously try to knock him out, and then I'll probably die via Pikachu or Raichu, and then we will try to boss the Crobat for the win. I think he's still deciding. He's only used 1 crushing. Maybe his crushing hammers just aren't showing up at this point. Oh, Tingly Return. Interesting. Tingly Return, very, very interesting. Okay. Okay, 100. Okay, so if I think we're going to do, I do need a Scoop Up, but we obviously have our Zigzagoon. So I can either, I use my GX, so that was the misplay here, putting energy on him. I totally forgot to use my GX. What to do, guys? I think we just put Jirachi into play. Stellar Wish. We got our Scoop. We are going to kill this guy, so that obviously worked out here. We're going to go ahead and knock him out. And the next turn we should be able to kill the Crobat and win the game. Pending, obviously, we get 1 more energy for this other Charizard here, but we are hoping, and hopefully it works out. See, he did realize that we were going to win the game. He tapped out, and you see how effective this deck is. It's very versatile. That game, I didn't even need to use the Victini VMAX at all. Obviously, they come in handy against Zacian decks, as well as like Eternatus decks. Obviously, 2 very popular Pokemon Vs, even if you're facing like Urshifu, stuff like that. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this video. Obviously, let me know what you think about this deck as well. If you'd like for me to make specific types of decks or whatnot, obviously just respond to the comments. And as always, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Peace.